This question's for Vic and Chuck. First, for Chuck, could you do an Ed Short rant in Tucker's voice?
Are you calling a biscuit midget?
Awesome. Okay, and one more thing. For Vic, what would you have sounded like if you had gotten the parts of Luffy and Sosuke?
Sosuke in
Full Metal Panic.
Oh, Sosuke Sagara.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't see anybody doing a better job with that than Chris Patton did. He was awesome with that. I wanted to play him, but then when I started playing Kurtz, I'm like, Kurtz is so much cooler. He's got so much more personality. I like him. But as far as Luffy, gosh, I don't even know. I mean, I probably would have tried to do, as much of that scrappy kid kind of a thing as possible. But I mean, again, I'm just going to go ahead and say I don't see anybody doing a better job than Colleen Klinkenbeard is doing with it. She's doing an awesome job with it. I remember reading for it, but you know what, you guys? Here's the problem. When you play a character like Ed, a young teenage kid, hero-type character, there are only so many voices you can do like that. Can we answer it or turn it off? There's only so many different, ways you can sound different and do that. Like, it'd be like him going, okay, do the Shao Tucker whisper voice, but for a different character. Well, it's going to sound an awful lot the same because you can only do so much. So there are a lot of times when there are characters, young hero characters like that, that the director may be like, I don't really want to use him because people are going to immediately identify his voice with Ed. It's going to sound too much like Ed.
Okay.
So I would try to change it. I may try to make him a little more scrappy, but there would be only so much you could do, and nobody could touch what Colleen has done. So
yeah, she rocks.
Kudos. She's awesome. Question? Who has not asked one yet? I'll definitely call you again, but I want to make sure we get everyone that wants to ask a question. Yes.
I'm going to go with Hiei.
I'm going to go with Hiei, too.
If you include the hair, it's definitely...
Ed's taller in his mind. Question? Yes.
Android 17 was the easiest character I ever played. He was evil, and I just had to let my evil out. Now, Android 17 was like a voice actor vacation, because I could just kind of go in the booth and I'm going to kill everybody. It's really relaxing.
It's like therapy.
Yeah.
He pretends to do it so he doesn't actually do it.
It's a very cathartic role.
Yeah.
Who
Yes.
are all you guys' favorite voice actors?
Excluding yourself.
Oh. There's so many. It's hard to pick for just one. I mean, I'd say there isn't a voice actor I don't like. I can't really say a favorite. I know my least favorite's Vic.
I was going to say you're my favorite, but forget that. Or maybe I should say it anyway and make you go, ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. Vic's my second favorite. I'm my favorite. Oh, excluding myself. Nah, there's too many to pick.
Yeah, there's so many good voice actors out there. I love Steve Bloom. But I mean, it's funny because Steve and I are good friends, and so he's a great voice actor as well, but I think I often pick him when people ask me that question because I love him as a friend. So, it's kind of like he's a great friend, and so I choose him. He's an awesome voice actor, but I would never be able to pick, I think, just single it down. I mean, as far as girls are concerned, Monica Rial is awesome. Colleen is amazing. Caitlin Glass is awesome. Laura Bailey, oh my gosh, amazing. Lucy Christian, holy moly, she's good, you guys.
She's a super pro.
Oh my gosh.
In the booth, you're like 3 beeps and 2 pages of dialogue, and she nails them all.
Yeah.
Really.
As far as guys are concerned, Greg Ayers is a great voice actor. Chris Patton's a great voice actor. Chuck's awesome. Chris Sabat is an amazing voice actor. So many. There are tons of them. Tons of really good people we get the privilege to work with.
Yeah, that's a kind of a subjective, I guess, because what we hear in the dubs is kind of just what the director is asking them to do. And so it's kind of, I mean, yeah, there's probably some, as an anime, there's dubs that I might prefer over others, but as individual actors, it seems like that's really hard to gauge, because they're really, you know, doing the character as they represent it and doing what the director wants, I think. And so I guess I could also think of it like, well, how are they in person? Well, every voice actor that I've met that's the cons we've been at, it's been really cool to hang out with, and I know like with Vic and Michael Coleman and Spike Spencer, and hopefully with Chuck, we still keep in contact with them outside the con, and they're all really cool people, so kind of just everybody's cool, I guess, so.